Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon.
My name is Diana Naliaka, and I will be taking you through Introduction to Building Construction. Who can tell us what is building construction? Sharon? Okay. Building construction is the process of assembling materials and components to create structures such as houses, offices, and factories. It is a complex and demanding process that requires a wide range of skills and knowledge. The goal of building construction is to create safe, functional, and aesthetically pleasing structures. For example, aesthetically pleasing structures, it means the building to be constructed should be eye-catching. Okay, we move to types of building construction. We have several types of building constructions. Can someone tell us one type of building construction of buildings? Yes, there is residential buildings. Some.
We have commercial buildings.
Yes. Okay. Buildings can be classified into different types based on their purpose, occupancy, and construction materials. Some common types of buildings include 1. Residential buildings. Residential buildings, these involves homes, apartments, and townhouses. Then we have commercial buildings, which include offices, stores, and restaurants. Another type of building is institutional buildings, which include schools, just like this school of TVET, hospitals, and prisons. Then we have industrial buildings, which include factories, warehouses, and power plants. We move to building loads. We have several types of building loads. One is dead load, another one is live load. We have wind loads, and we have seismic loads. Buildings are subjected to a variety of loads, including dead loads, live loads, wind loads, and seismic loads. What are dead loads, class?
They are weight of the building's materials and components.
Yes, dead loads are the weight of building materials and components. Then we have live loads. Live loads are the weight of people, furniture, and other objects that will be in the building. Then we have wind loads. These are the forces exerted by wind on the building. And lastly, we have seismic loads, are the forces exerted by earthquakes on the building. Then On the building construction, we also have something called building foundations. Foundation is part of the building that transfers the loads from the building to the ground. We have different types of foundations, including shallow foundations, deep foundations, and high foundations. And we also have others, for example, others like raft foundations, which we have not stated here, raft and pad foundations. The type of foundation that is used depends on the soil conditions and the loads that the building will be subjected to. And we have said that we have different types of loads. So the type of foundation used depends on soil condition and the loads. Loads, for example, wind loads, dead loads, seismic loads, like that the building will be subjected to. Then we move to building framing. The framing is the structural system that supports the loads from the roof and the floors. There are two main types of framing systems. One, wood framing and steel framing. Wood framing is the traditional type of framing system, but steel framing is becoming increasingly popular due to its strength and durability. Building cladding. Sharon, can you read for us building cladding?
The cladding is the exterior covering of the building that protects the building from the elements and provide insulation.
Okay. Cladding is the exterior covering of the building. It protects the building from the elements and provides insulation. There are many different types of cladding materials, including brick, stone, wood, and metal. We have said cladding is the exterior covering of the building. For example, when you have built a house, cladding makes the house like, we say something like aesthetic, that is beauty. It makes it look, appear well. Then there are many different types of cladding materials, including brick, stone, wood, and metal. We move to building roofing. Building roofing, the roof is the top covering of the building. It protects the building from the weather and provides insulation. There are many different types of roofing materials, including asphalt shingles, metal roofing, and slate roofing. We have said the roof is the top covering of the building, and it protects the building from weather and also provides insulation, and it also acts as security. Then we move to building utilities. Buildings require a variety of utilities, including water, sewer, electricity, and gas. The utilities are typically brought into the building through underground pipes and wires. The utilities are then distributed throughout the building to the different rooms, and appliances. Lastly, we move to building finishes, which is the last part when you are constructing a house. The finishes are the interior and exterior surfaces of the building. They provide a decorative and functional finish to the building, and there are many different types of finishes, including paint, wallpaper, flooring, and cabinetry. Thank you for listening to this class. Let's meet on another class next week. We will be talking about different types of building construction. Thank you and have a nice day.